Hey everyone, so here I'm going to talk about how I managed to go from about 300 plays to over 13,000 plays year on year between 2024 and 2025. So on the screen here you'll see my numbers over the last 4 years, which between 24 and 25 is almost a 4,000% increase in plays. Across the board as well, as you can see, average daily listeners, Shazam content, radio spins, and massively purchases. 20 purchases of my music in 2025 is amazing. If you look between 22, 23 and 24, so bottom going up, I was actually performing worse year on year for the past 2 years. I had more people listening on Apple Music in 2022 than I did in 2024. I did release my new album Time to Rise in January of 2025, but that isn't the reason that I've had that significant increase. It contributes to it, but it's not the only reason. Let's have a look at some other numbers as well to see just how big this increase is. So the total of minutes increase, how many minutes people are listening, increased by over 4,000%. That's from 41,000 in 2025, only 980. But biggest of all, I think, is the actual number of people. In 2024, I only had 84 people listen to my music, and I had over 2,000 people in 2025. That's nearly a 2,500% increase. This is big, right? Look, my numbers aren't huge, but that increase is significant. And how did I do this? It was through proper marketing. I was using Facebook ads in the past, as you would have probably known if you've watched some of my videos. And you may have known that I didn't like using Facebook ads. I don't like Facebook as a platform. I don't like their ad and business center or whatever you call it. My account got deleted. I got robbed essentially. My card was all through Facebook. My account of 20 years was deleted. My Choiji profile deleted. Money stolen. No support whatsoever from Facebook. So no, I wouldn't like to go back directly to that. However, I concede because I am using Hypedit. As you can see, I'm using Hypedit for marketing. I don't have to do that load of tedious work of going through Facebook and trying to target my ads and do it that way and then paying them directly. Look, am I still using Meta ads? Yes, I use it through Hypedit. It's so easy. I literally upload my video and target and go from there. I'm going to fine tune this a little bit better for next year, and I'll get into that shortly. The thing that I liked about using Hypedit, it was so easy, and what I think helped elevate my ads massively is my music videos. I have music videos across songs, and as you saw, Rivers Part 2 and everything on my top 2 tracks for the year. Now, to market that, I have my short video that I link to my ad. That immediately brings attention. I've tried it before with just the artwork cover, or the album cover, or the song cover, the cover art. It wasn't as good because it's not as eye-catching. I'm thankful to have worked hard and worked with some awesome people on the music videos, or awesome person, Tana, if you're watching, thank you for those videos. We've got one more coming and we've got more to come in the future. But I really think that helped elevate my ads. Now, I see some countries, arigato Japan, I want to say that, Japan being my #1 country in all of 2025 and still showing growth there, so that is incredible. I would love to meet you all and thank everyone. I've never actually met someone, by the way, who listens to my music that outside of my friend and family group, and of course there's people online on my YouTube that leave me incredibly positive comments and feedback, which I absolutely love and cherish. But I've never had an interaction. I've played a few gigs. I've played 5 gigs this year. No one knows me. I could go and play a gig. No Choiji fans are going to show up. That's what I'm kind of getting at here, around some targeting for next year. I will be playing more gigs in New Zealand. New Zealand, by the way, way down on the playlist. And UK, where I'm originally from. Right down low, I've got Japan, Brazil, USA, Mexico, way up there. So targeting and marketing music does work, and it has worked. If you would ask me this a year or 2 ago, I would have said, no, it's never going to work. I'm not going to do it. What you can also see, I know this is sounding a bit jumbled, I'm kind of just stream of consciousness here. I did spend a lot of money on this. That is a downfall. I had to save up. This hinders my recording. A significant amount of money, about £1,000 a year, just on marketing one song. That's a lot. That really is a lot. So this isn't sustainable for the long run, but I'm happy to have tested it throughout the year. And Rivers Part 2 was only really marketed halfway through the year. So I'm going to try and put some extra money aside for next year. I'm going to try and build up a fan base. I am starting to write and then record new music. I need to gather funds together, that's the bottom line. If I had more money, we all wish we had more money, but I wonder if I just could double the amount, would my numbers double? Either way, this is just a bit of an overview to show that for any small struggling musician, perseverance does pay off. You can just keep going with it. I'm doing this because I love it. I'm not doing this to try and get X amount of streams or Y amount of money. Would I like to be able to be a full-time musician? Absolutely, that would be the dream, and hope I can get there one day, but I just want to play guitar and write music and record music. That's what I love doing. I'm going to keep doing it. So anyway, thank you. Cherry G out.